We spent decades scanning the skies, wondering who or what is out there. But what if we've been looking in the wrong direction? What if they're already here? It's called the Cryptoterrestrial hypothesis, and it flips the UFO story on its head. Instead of beings from distant stars, we may be dealing with hidden intelligences right here on Earth. In a 2024 paper by Lomas, Case, and Masters of Harvard and Montana Tech, 4 types of cryptoterrestrials are proposed, each more fascinating than the last. CTH1, survivors of a lost human civilization. Imagine a civilization advanced in ways we can barely comprehend, one that predated our recorded history, but didn't vanish. It hid in caves, in mountains, beneath oceans, surviving global floods, cosmic impacts, and the rise of modern man. Ancient myths around the world whisper of these hidden people. In the American Southwest, the Hopi speak of the Ant People, benevolent beings who sheltered their ancestors underground during 2 cataclysmic events. The Hopi say we now live in the 4th world, and the Ant People helped humanity transition into it. The Zuni tell of mudheads, masked ancestral beings who emerged from beneath the earth to teach and guide the people. In India, Hindu texts speak of Patala, a subterranean realm ruled by serpent-like beings with immense knowledge. And in the Himalayas, legends of Shambhala describe a hidden kingdom of luminous beings waiting to return during a future age of chaos. What if these aren't just stories? What if they're memories, blurred by time, but grounded in truth? The cryptoterrestrial hypothesis doesn't just ask who are the visitors, it asks, what if they're our ancestors? CTH2, Earth-evolved non-humans. They're separate from us, not extraterrestrial, and not extinct. What if another form of intelligent life evolved right here, in darkness, in silence, perhaps deep beneath the earth or oceans? Humanity's evolutionary tree is far from simple. We weren't alone. Over the last 2 million years, Earth hosted an astonishing variety of human-like species. Neanderthals with brains as large as ours, and culture to match. Denisovans, a mysterious people known from only a few bones, yet still present in our DNA. Homo erectus, our longest-lasting cousin, surviving nearly 2 million years. Homo floresiensis, the tiny hobbit of Indonesia. Homo luzonensis, a small hominin from the Philippines discovered in 2019. Homo naledi, found deep in a South African cave, buried with apparent ritual, despite a brain the size of a chimpanzee. And there are signs of ghost lineages, species we've never identified, but whose genes whisper from our blood. So here's the question. What if one of them never truly vanished? What if it retreated into forests, caves, oceans, places we rarely go? What if they've designed UAPs with no visible propulsion, no heat signature, no sound? Maybe they're not from another planet. Maybe they're just avoiding us. CTH3, refugees from elsewhere. Travelers from faraway stars, or from far ahead in time. They arrived long ago. Their ships failed, or their mission changed, and now they've gone native, hiding, adapting, watching. These cryptoterrestrials may have started as aliens or time walkers, but now, Earth is home. CTH4, the magical ones. Fairies, elves, jinn, tricksters and guides. Beings from myth that don't quite fade. The stories shift, the names change, but they're always there. What if magic was just misunderstood science? What if they never left? From Celtic groves to African mountains, these beings appear and vanish, mysterious, symbolic, and very real. Each theory might sound wild, but the patterns? They're hard to ignore. Let's follow the signs. UAPs in water, the ocean's silent witness. In 2019, the USS Omaha tracked a UAP on radar. It hovered, then plunged into the Pacific without a splash. No wreckage, no trace. In 2013, Border Patrol thermal cameras caught a UAP over Aguadilla, Puerto Rico. It darted, dipped into the ocean, then split in 2. In Shag Harbor, Nova Scotia, 1967, dozens saw a glowing object crash into the sea. Divers found nothing. The oceans are vast, maybe they're occupied. UAPs and nukes, a watchful presence. 1967, Malmstrom Air Force Base, Montana. A glowing object appears above a nuclear missile silo. Seconds later, 10 missiles go offline. The USS Roosevelt, a nuclear carrier, was tailed by strange craft for days. Even in Fukushima, after the disaster, UAPs were spotted hovering. This isn't coincidence. It's a message, or maybe a warning. Another clue, mountains and UAPs, high-altitude secrets. The Andes of Chile, a place called Enladrilado. So many lights appear there, it's now a tourist trail. 1974, Berwyn Mountains, Wales. A flash, a tremor, a sighting. Officially, it was just an earthquake. Unofficially, no one believes that. And in Phoenix, 1997, a silent V-shaped formation passed over the mountains. Thousands watched. Mountains are nature's vaults. If something wants to hide, it already has. Water, nukes, mountains. The patterns are real, the encounters documented, and the question remains, are we really alone, or are we just not invited? Tonight on The Cosmic Fold, we're not just chasing lights in the sky. We're opening the door to a theory that suggests the beings behind the mystery never left. They've been here all along.